have Charlotte Laws, who is in LA. Is that right, Charlotte? Is it morning where you are?
It actually is afternoon.
It's just become afternoon. Well, happy lunchtime.
This is regarding the topic of revenge porn, which is a little different than porn, but you were talking about that with Anne-Marie there.
Absolutely.
Yes, and so my daughter and my whole family actually was victimized by revenge porn. My daughter was 24 at the time, and this was a couple of years back, and she had taken a number of photos in the mirror with her cell phone in the privacy of her room.
Did she know they were being taken, do you mean? Or he kind of...
She was taking them herself.
Right, okay.
And so she sent them to her computer to save them, and then 3 months later she was hacked. And the topless picture that she had taken of herself, that she had never sent to anyone, was uploaded to the most notorious revenge porn website. And with her name, her city, and her Twitter link. And it circulated. She almost lost her waitress job. She was cut from an acting role. It was really devastating for her, and I had to take the role of trying to get that content removed from the internet. And in the process, I reached out to victims. In fact, I've talked to over 300 victims to date. And I realized there was a hacking scheme in place, got the FBI involved, and the website owner and the hacker were arrested. And the website owner will be sentenced in about 2 weeks, and the hacker will be sentenced in November. They've both already pleaded guilty to hacking and identity theft with relation to this website.
Charlotte, that's incredible. So you've actually taken, again, a pretty devastating situation that happened to your daughter, and you've become incredibly proactive and have really made things happen. What, in addition to being very practical, how did you help your daughter?
Well, I mean, the victims, I call it cyber rape. That's what I call revenge porn, because the victims act like traditional rape victims. They go into the fetal position, they want to shut out the world, they don't want to leave their room. It's very difficult for a victim to get content removed themselves because they just feel defeated. So they usually need to have a family member or a friend who can fight that battle for them. So it was, getting the picture down was a huge ordeal because the website owner refused to do it. He had many, many followers, these online followers, that basically was a cult. And so he was the father, they were the children, they would say, "We will kill for you, father." It was like Charles Manson type of language.
Crikey.
So they came after me. I got death threats, I got computer viruses, a stalker came to my house. It was a huge ordeal, and just to try to get a picture removed. And then I just took up the cause and said, there's so many victims out there, and so I can consult with victims. People call me, people email me. I advise them on what they can do to fight cybercrime, to get their content removed, and I've been meeting with legislators, just as Anne-Marie has done, and we have 24 states now that have laws against revenge porn in the United States, and we're going to be introducing a federal law coming up probably in the next 2 weeks. So.
Amazing. That's Charlotte Laws there, who has really made things happen out in LA, all as a result of her daughter having her own account hacked. Coming up after the news, we have the Sex and Relationships Hour.